Boys and girls, welcome to day number 3 of Treasure VBS. We have been having so much fun. We have been learning all about how we are priceless to God. So let's stand up together. Let's sing our theme song together.
Priceless treasure. God knows me, God hears me, God is my comfort. I am His and there's nothing better. Forgiven and chosen forever. I am a treasure. I am a priceless treasure. God knows me, God hears me, God is my comfort. He always makes a way. I am His and He is mine. I am the prize He came to find. I am a priceless treasure. God knows me, God hears me, God is my comfort. I am His and there's nothing better. Forgiven and chosen forever. I am a treasure. Of God, I know that I am loved. He hears me when I pray. He always makes a way. I am His and He is mine, and I am the prize He came to find. I am a priceless treasure. God knows me, God hears me, God is my comfort. I am His and there's nothing better. Forgiven and chosen forever. I am a treasure. I am a priceless treasure. God knows me, God hears me, God is my comfort. I am His and there's nothing better. Forgiven and chosen forever. I am a treasure.
Great singing and dancing. That was awesome. Hey, so when you have a treasure map and you open it and you're looking for treasure, what marks the place where the treasure is to be found? What is it? A symbol? Yeah, do it for me. Yeah, an X. Now, would you agree that an X is kind of just boring? I think it is. If you guys were looking for me, if you were looking for Joe, I love roller coasters. So if you were looking for me on a map, what you would see is the outline of a roller coaster. That's how you would find Joe. So I want you to circle up as your crew and to say, if your friends were looking for you on a map, what symbol would be on the map to represent you? Go ahead and circle up as a crew.
Treasure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118,
some of you, maybe some friends I haven't heard from yet. What symbol would represent you on a map? Go ahead, Lizzie. A soccer ball? Good, awesome. What was that? Skis making an X. Very cool. Right there in the tiger shirt. Baseball glove. Very nice. David, what about you, buddy? A stick person? Good. Good. How about you right there? An elephant. Very nice. Go ahead right here. A panda with hearts around it. One more, Kennedy. A basketball. Yeah, that's so awesome. I love how unique and special each one of you are. That is part of why God treasures you so much, is He made you special and unique. Now, all this week, hold up your God-sighting bracelets if you've got one, that red bracelet. Right? All this week, we've been on the lookout for God. These God sightings that remind us that even though we can't see God, we can see evidence of God everywhere. Now, boys and girls, can I tell you one of my favorite parts of God's creation? It is some delicious food. Are you with me? I love some good food. So I want you to circle back up and talk as a crew. What's a God sighting you've had with taste? Something you eat or drink that reminds you of God's goodness to all of us. Go ahead and circle back up. I want to hear some of, go ahead, right there, Avery. Watermelon, that is a good one. Go ahead, our friend right here. Ben. Something you like to eat. Chocolate Cheetos. I think, wow, that's a unique creature back there. Watermelon and cheese, hopefully separate. Joshua? Steak! Yes! Delicious. All right, right next to Nolan there. Go ahead, buddy. Watermelon, potatoes, and chicken. Right behind you, Omar. Pizza! Yes, so good. Hey, if you didn't get to share your God sighting, if you didn't have enough time, when you have some downtime later in the night, share your God sightings with one another. We're going to do another song. And remember, we're putting these jewels up all over our set to help us to remember that there are God sightings all around us. And they're beautiful. They remind us of God. So while the crew leaders come up to put these up, kiddos, stand up and let's sing a song together. Crew leaders, come on up. Go ahead and take it.
All my life, all I know, God's been good to my soul. Mountain high, valley low, I'm gonna sing wherever I go. All my life, all I know, God's been good to my soul. Mountain high, valley low, I'm gonna sing wherever I go. God is for me, He's not against me. broken, He will fix me. I will call on the name of the Lord. All my life, all I know, God's been good, good to my soul. Mountain high, valley low, I'm gonna sing wherever I go. All my life, all I know, God's been good, good to my soul. Mountain high, valley low, I'm gonna sing wherever I go. And I got joy, joy, joy deep in my soul. I will sing, sing, sing wherever I go. All my life, all I know, God's been good, good to my soul. Mountain high, valley low, I'm gonna sing wherever I go. All my life, all I know, God's been good, good to my soul. Mountain high, valley low, I'm gonna sing wherever I go.
Well done. Hey, it's Dr. Digging Stone. Hey, because she loves digging for glittery golden things, let's give her a glittery golden welcome. On the count of 3, let's do this for our glitter and say hi, Doc. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Hi, Doc!
Hello, everyone.
Not even a golden glittery greeting will make you smile. What's going on? You haven't found your treasure yet?
No, my treasure tracker broke, so I went to the village market and bought a good sniffing monkey, but he hasn't found anything. He's not even sniffing. Maybe he's asleep.
I don't think that's the problem.
You mean he's sick? Oh, hey, you little Betty, we'll get you to a vet.
You know, the problem is that that's not a real monkey. It's a stuffed monkey.
Oh, this treasure hunt is going from bad to worse. First, my treasure tracker is trashed. Now my monkeys are fake. What next? What else could go wrong?
Oh, well, I'm sorry you're having such a hard time. I hope it brings you some comfort that you've got a bunch of friends here with you.
Having friends around is a comfort.
Yeah, and as much as our friends can be a comfort to us, as we're going to learn today, we're going to learn that God is our greatest comfort. God comforts you. And so even when you're sad, you can know that He's near you and He's with you.
Maybe you're right. Maybe the real treasure is more than gold and diamonds and jewels.
You're finally starting to get it.
But just in case it is gold or diamonds or jewels, I'm going to keep looking. Goodbye, everyone. I hope you have a good night. Maybe next time I'll try a gold sniffing snake.
Yeah. She was so close to getting it, wasn't she? So close, but we're going to keep telling her, keep reminding her that she is the treasure, that she is priceless to God. All right, so we've been talking about finding treasure, right? And you can find really cool things in dirt or in rocks in the ground, all sorts of places. Think of something cool that people have found treasure-wise in rocks or in the ground or in the dirt. Go ahead. Talk real quick. All right. I told you really quick. Right? We can find cool things in caves. The rocks themselves. You guys know about geodes? The rocks themselves can break in half and look like cool treasures there. Hey, boys and girls, what about the ocean? You think you can find any treasure in the ocean? Yeah. I want to show you a picture of something. There's a cool treasure that God planted in the ocean. That's an oyster, right? And inside the oyster we see this pearl. Do you know how pearls are formed? It actually begins as a little pebble or stone that ends up inside the oyster. and it kind of irritates the oyster. It doesn't like it. So what it does is it produces something called nacre, and it slowly coats this rock or pebble over and over and over again. And over time, it forms this beautiful pearl inside. And that kind of reminds me of our Bible point today, because all of us, we have these things in our lives. They can be uncomfortable. They can be hard. They can be stressful. We don't know what to do. But just like that pearl is made of nacre surrounding this, we can remember that God comforts us, that He surrounds us, that He's with us, even during our uncomfortable times in our lives, in our hard times. Our Bible point today is that God comforts you. And in fact, go ahead and stand up. We have a great song to sing about just that.
There have been times my heart was sad. I felt like everything was bad. But God sent me a friend I could talk to, who had been through some really hard things too. They shared with me this simple fact: He comforts us. He comforts us. So we can comfort others the same way He does. He comforts us. He comforts us. So we can comfort others the same way He does. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, There have been times my heart was sad, and I felt like everything was bad. But God sent me a friend I could talk to, who had been through some really hard things too. They shared with me this simple fact: He comforts us. He comforts us. So we can comfort others the same way He does. He comforts us. He comforts us. So we can comfort others the same way He does. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, I know that He will. I know that He will. I know that He will comfort us so we can comfort. I know that He will. I know that He will. I know that He will comfort us. Oh, He comforts us. He comforts us. So we can comfort others the same way He does. He comforts us. He comforts us. So we can comfort others the same way He does. Oh, oh,
Awesome. What a great song that reminds us of a great truth, that God comforts you. You are treasure. Hey, you guys are falling asleep on me a little bit. Let's make sure we're ready to respond to our Bible point. Hey, every week, or every night, remember, we have a Bible buddy to help us remember our Bible point. So let's take a look now at our friend Wilder.
Ready to dig into another day of adventure? Then let's swing into the excitement. This is Wilder, and he's a squirrel monkey. That doesn't mean he's related to squirrels. Not even close. Well, they do both live in trees, but that's about all they have in common. Wilder is actually related to marmosets, tamarins, and capuchin monkeys. They're one of the smallest monkeys, only weighing around 2 pounds. That's about the same as, 3 cans of soda. Wilder may be small, but you'll always find him with friends. You could spot squirrel monkeys playing in the trees throughout Central and South American rainforests. Treetops are the best playground. Wahoo! Monkeys like it so much up here that some days their feet never touch the ground. God gave him great balance and a long tail that helps a bunch. Wilder's tail is what you call prehensile. That means it's awesome for balancing on tiny branches, but he can't use it to hold things. Some monkey troops can be as big as 500 monkeys. Wow, that's a super troop. Hanging out with so many friends keeps monkeys safe. They can all make a bunch of noise if a predator like a snake or a jaguar is around. Wilder likes starting his day with a good breakfast of fruit, but later in the day, he might snack on some bugs or spiders. Yum. When Wilder was a baby, his mom took care of him until he could take care of himself. She got him food, taught him how to find food, and sometimes carried him around when he got tired. Wilder's mom has soft fur that's comforting when things seem big or scary. Does your life ever seem big or scary? Do things leave you feeling worried? Do you ever need a friend to make you feel better? Sometimes you just need a comforting shoulder to hug, to cry on, or someone to listen. You are treasured by God. He is always there to comfort you. God gives you peace, reminders of His love, and friends and family. Those are gifts from God, comforting us with His love in hard times. And the Bible tells us another reason God comforts us. He comforts us in all our troubles so that we can comfort others. God lovingly comforts you, and you can pass that along to others. God comforts you. You are treasured.
Awesome. Isn't Wilder adorable? I love squirrel monkeys. They're so cute. Well, I am excited for you all to discover all the ways to learn that God comforts you. You are treasured. At this time, go ahead and circle up as a crew and decide your crew job for tonight. And then when you're ready, you're dismissed to your first station. Have fun.
If you thought yesterday's totally true Bible adventure was a little dangerous, we've time traveled ahead and things are even worse. It's been years since David was king. King Hezekiah's on the throne now, and he's in trouble. We're all in trouble. There's a nearby country called Assyria, and they're our enemy. In fact, the Assyrian king sent his army to conquer Jerusalem. They're outside our city walls right now, and there are way too many of them for us to fight. They have chariots, they have axes, they have spears, they have bows and arrows, and they have really bad attitudes. When they conquer cities, they take everything worth anything and burn the rest. And they're mean to the people in the cities too. King Hezekiah gave them lots of gold and silver so they'd go away. But here they are, and they're not leaving. In fact, here's what they said to our leaders. Hey Jerusalem, just give up already. You have words, but we have a huge army. Who do you think is going to help you? Another country? Your God? No country can stand against us, and your God doesn't care about you. When we have your city surrounded, you'll starve. You'll die of thirst. Give up now, and we'll let you live. Your God didn't save any other cities we conquered, and God won't save you. Open your city gates and come out right now. It's your only chance. King Hezekiah hasn't opened the gates, so I think we'd better take cover before the Assyrians start chucking rocks over the walls. It's not safe to stay out here in the open. Take a few seconds and find a good hiding place behind a table or a chair or under a blanket. Stay nearby though, so you can still hear and see me. We need to stick together. Hurry! An attack could come at any moment. Now that you're hunkered down, let me ask, do you think your hiding place will really help if a giant rock is tossed on you? If arrows come at you? If a spear is tossed in your direction? How about if a chariot comes roaring through, pulled by two giant horses? You can come out of hiding. A blanket or chair or table isn't gonna help. This scroll is full of mean, hurtful words and lies. Maybe you've had someone say things like that to you, or you felt worried that something bad was going to happen. Let's try something. In a minute, I'll give you time to find some paper and a pencil so you can make your own bad news scroll. You'll write about a hard situation or draw a picture of something that scares you. I'll give you 2 minutes. When King Hezekiah got bad news on a scroll, he took it to God. God loves you and always hears what you say. So let's try that. King Hezekiah took the bad news scroll and laid it in front of God. Here's what I want you to do. Kneel and lay the open scroll out in front of you. He prayed something like this. Why don't you whisper the words after me? As you do, think about what you wrote on your paper. God, you have all the power and might. Hear our hurting hearts. Rescue us. Amen. Now whisper out a word that describes how it feels to lay your worries or fears before God. God hears you. You are treasured. God heard King Hezekiah too. He sent comforting words through the prophet Isaiah. Here in the Bible times, prophets tell us messages from God. Isaiah told Hezekiah, God says not to worry about those Assyrian bullies. God will defend you and take care of them. As for you and your people, you're going to be okay. In fact, soon you'll have plenty to eat and your nation will grow. When has someone comforted you with words? Take a minute to think about a specific time. If you're watching with friends or family, talk about it. God comforts you. You are treasured. Let's thank God for His comfort in hard times. Roll up that paper to make a scroll. Tape it closed. As you do, thank God for covering and wrapping you up with His comforting love. Can I tell you a secret? I know how this whole Assyrian mess turns out because it's here. In the Bible, in the book of 2 Kings, chapter 19, after comforting King Hezekiah with the promise that God would fight for him, God kept that promise and wiped out the Assyrian army. When you look at your scroll, remember that a mighty, powerful, and loving God stands with you and treasures you.
It's been a difficult time as people all over the world deal with coronavirus. Through the struggles, we've seen some awesome ways that people share God's love. Some communities even drive their cars around to make parades. We found some amazing kids who've been shining God's love through these hard times. Some kids are helping by making colorful masks. Others are opening up their backyards for neighbors to gather. Let's meet a few of these cool kids who are bringing comfort. First, we're going to meet Ben. He uses his musical talent to share God's love.
During the coronavirus shutdown, I FaceTime my grandparents every day to give them a music concert. I hope this song gives you guys hope.
Ben also bakes cookies and makes cards with his family to cheer up people in town. Music and cookies are a great way to spread God's love. But there are so many other ways. Here's Sophie. She used art to bring joy to her neighbors.
Go ahead. What did you paint here, Soph?
A cross.
Why did we paint it on our window at the front of our house?
Because we want, what is it called again?
Encourage?
Encourage.
Who?
Parents. The people who is walking by.
Sophie also delivers bags of donations to members of her community. And then there's the Prada family. With their church, they deliver food to people in need.
It was great to be able to serve with the people of all ages. It felt really great to know that what I did was making a difference in somebody's life.
I loved being able to be part of the kids' tent during the food drive-thru. We got to give kids an arts and crafts kit and some snacks and sweets. But the best part was getting to pray for them as they start their new school year.
Yeah, it was awesome to pray for them.
Yeah, that was so cool.
Look at all these people these kids could help. Food and prayer definitely bring comfort when you're sad. Now let's head to Atlanta, Georgia to meet brothers Riley and Bo.
What we have been doing this season to help people who have been affected by the pandemic, we have to put together bags of art supplies and snacks, and then we've given them to people in the local area who have been affected by this pandemic.
Also, we've been making signs for teachers to know how much we love and appreciate them.
Bye!
Bye!
We found a cool kid who created a VBS in her backyard.
Hi, my name is Evangeline and I'm 9 years old. And my favorite part about Good VBS is that they have amazing songs that I can sing and dance to. But during COVID, me and my family and lots of other kids couldn't attend the VBS. So I decided to run my own VBS called Backyard Adventure because we're stuck at home all day. It was supposed to be just for me and my family. But then we shared it to a lot of churches on the West Coast. So now kids like me and my brothers can have fun and learn about Jesus.
She even made her own Bible memory buddies for her backyard VBS, like Paige T. Pigeon and Heather H. Housecat. God comforts us when life is hard, and we can pass along His love and comfort to others who are hurting. In the Bible, the book of 2 Corinthians says, He comforts us in all our troubles so we can comfort others. I wonder how you can bring comfort to people in your neighborhood. Whatever you do, you'll be helping others know that God comforts you. We hope you're inspired to spread God's love and make a difference in your community. God comforts you. You are treasured.
Welcome to Imagination Station. I'm happy to see you here. You won't believe the surprises we have in store today. We're gonna have so much fun together. But before we get started, I have to ask, did you bring your imagination today? Uh-oh, looks like some of you might have forgotten. I can tell that you're definitely going to need it today. I was talking with my friend, Wilder the squirrel monkey, earlier. I think you've already met him. Wilder was telling me something surprising. He really doesn't like to brag, but squirrel monkeys are some of the cleverest monkeys out there because they have such big brains. Not only are they super cute, but they're also super smart. They can think fast on their feet. Are you fast and clever? Let's find out. Everyone hop up. I'll point one direction, but you can only hop in the opposite direction. So if I point this way, you'll hop the other way. If I point forward, you'll hop backward. Ready? Let's try. Well, you certainly are pretty fast on your feet. You must have big brains too. Let's see if you can go even faster. Wow, you are clever and fast on your feet. I think even Wilder would be impressed. Now that your imaginations are up and running, let's look at our talk starter question for today. Squirrel monkeys live with their friends. Do you think squirrel monkeys live in very large groups called troops? Or with just one or two other squirrel monkeys in squads? Talk about that now. Okay, let's get that drum roll going so I can reveal the amazing answer. And the answer is squirrel monkeys, like our friend Wilder, live in large troops. Their troops may have as many as 500 monkeys. Wow! But troops are usually smaller, with around 50 to 60 little Wilders running around. Still, that's a lot of squirrel monkeys. Now that I know you're fast on your feet and clever, I have something I think you'll be very interested in seeing. In fact, it's a mystery surprise. But don't be nervous. Today we're learning that God comforts you. You are treasured. This is my mystery bag. A friend gave it to me and said that inside is something some people are afraid of. Other people might not want to get too close, and other people don't mind it at all. I'm curious and a little nervous. Do you think I should reach in and see what it is? It sounds like there's moving around in there. Maybe I woke it. Can you hear that? My friend said that some of these bite, but he was pretty sure it wasn't one of those. I'm a little nervous, but it'll probably be fine. What do you think? Should I reach in and touch it? I'm gonna try it. Ready? 1, 2, 3. It's pokey and hairy and leggy. It's a spider made from pipe cleaners. But boy, was I worried. What a comfort it is to know that there's nothing but wire and some fluffy stuff. But I felt nervous about reaching inside that mystery bag. When you feel nervous or afraid, God comforts you. You are treasured. We just experienced something called anticipation. When I anticipate something or I get nervous, sometimes my palms get sweaty. That makes me wonder, when have you been nervous? Talk about that with whoever you're doing VBS with today. Or just think back on a time you felt really nervous. Our brains get busy when we feel nervous about something. Whether we're anticipating something good, like an amusement park ride, or something unknown, like a mystery critter inside a bag, our bodies have a physical reaction. We can get sweaty palms, wobbly legs, sweating, increased heart rate, and even a stomach ache. But you know what? When we feel anxious or nervous, we can trust God to be there for us. We can give our worries to God because God comforts us. You are treasured. Now it's time to learn about our sciencey fun gizmo. Here's something else that might make you feel a little nervous. Let's take a look at this package. Warning, caution, danger. Do not open. Sounds intriguing, maybe a little scary. I wonder what's inside. This is called an alarminator. That means it might cause us alarm. It's mysterious. But you know what? We can give our worries to God. Who wants to see what it is? I hope nothing jumps out from inside. That definitely caused me some alarm. The alarminator is a fun way to remind you that even when you're scared or nervous, God comforts you. You are treasured. Let's make some alarminators you can use to make your friends and families experience anticipation. Get yours out of your treasured student pack. Follow along, pausing the video to give you more time for each step. First, you'll decorate the envelope with lots of cautions and warnings. Inside the flap, you can write our Bible point. Then, you'll flatten the rubber band and poke each end through a hole in the plastic compass. Next, loop the ends of the rubber band around each end of the C-shaped piece. Make sure to keep the compass perfectly in the middle with the same amount of rubber band showing on each side. Finally, twist the compass about 15 times. Then, slip it inside the envelope and fold the envelope closed. You're gonna have so much fun surprising your friends and family in a way that makes them sweat a little. But your alarminator is harmless fun. There's no danger here. It's a good reminder that we can always trust God to be there for us. When you're anxious or worried, God comforts you. You are treasured. And when you're not using that fun gizmo, keep it in its bag for safekeeping. We'll add the Try This at Home sticker to remember how it connects with God's Word. And I'll see you tomorrow for more surprises and fun.
Yeah, here we go. Hey, gang, let's sing our theme song, Priceless Treasure, so that everybody will know we're getting ready to start. They can hurry up, get here.
I am a priceless treasure. God knows me, God hears me, God is my comfort. I am His and there's nothing better. Forgiven and chosen forever. I am a treasure. I am a priceless treasure. God knows me, God hears me, God is my comfort. I am His and there's nothing better. Forgiven and chosen forever. I am a treasure. I am a child of God. I know that I am loved. He hears me when I pray. He always makes a way. I am His and He is mine. I am the prize He came to find. I am a priceless treasure. God knows me, God hears me, God is my comfort. I am His and there's nothing better. Forgiven and chosen forever. I am a treasure. I am a child of God. I know that I am loved. He hears me when I pray. He always makes a way. I am His and He is mine. And I am the prize He came to find. I am a priceless treasure. God knows me, God hears me, God is my comfort. I am His and there's nothing better. Forgiven and chosen forever. I am a treasure. I am a priceless treasure. God knows me, God hears me, God is my comfort. I am His and there's nothing better. Forgiven and chosen forever. I am a treasure. I am a treasure. I am a treasure.
Oh, that was awesome. I love that song. Welcome to day 3 of closing class. I hope you have had piles of fun today. Hey, would you whisper one word to me that describes the fun that you've had today? Go ahead. You know what? I can't hear you. Instead, let's do this. Give me a terrific treasure shout, one word that describes the fun you had today. Awesome, that was priceless. Let's go ahead and watch our Spotlight VBS show so I can see some of the activities that you guys got to enjoy today. All right, are we ready? We're ready, great. Let's do it.
In today's totally true Bible story, we got surrounded by Assyrians, gave our money away, and beat a whole army without lifting a finger. It was awesome. It was also scary. But when you're scared, God comforts you. Here's how it happened. We lived in Jerusalem with King Hezekiah. Hezekiah listened to God and did what God told him to do. Way to go, Hezekiah. But Hezekiah quit sending money to the Assyrian king, who had a giant army and didn't live very far away. That made the Assyrian king mad. Really mad. Not the way to go, Hezekiah. To get the Assyrian king to forgive him, Hezekiah sent all the money in the temple and palace. We were broke, and it still wasn't enough. From the wall around Jerusalem, we watched as the Assyrian army marched towards us. Yikes, that looks like trouble. The Assyrians said they'd rip down the wall and beat us up. Nothing could save us, they said. Not our wall, not our army, not even God. But we were brave. See? This is us being brave. Okay, maybe not all that brave. Hezekiah went to the temple. He told God what was happening and asked God to rescue us from the Assyrians. God heard Hezekiah and comforted him with a message from the prophet Isaiah. Don't worry, Isaiah said. The Assyrians won't set foot in Jerusalem. They won't even fire an arrow. God promised to protect the city himself. Then the angel of the Lord went into the Assyrian camp and got rid of like a gazillion soldiers. And the rest of them, they ran away, all the way back to Assyria. Wow! God didn't just comfort Hezekiah, he comforted us too. And God will comfort you.
Well, it looks like your day was exactly as you described it to me. Let's see, which crew was that? That was the green crew. Let's get the green crew. All right, well, today we are talking a lot about comfort. What it is and what it looks like. And, sometimes when we're sad, we need comfort. So what I need you guys to do is call out a few things to me, and Miss Brittany will come around with a microphone and get some of your answers. And tell me some things that make people sad. All right? Tell me a few things. What makes people sad? Do you have an answer? An idea?
Things that hurt people.
Things that hurt can make us sad. Yep, that's true.
Getting punched.
Getting punched makes you sad. Yeah.
Losing something.
What was that? Losing something. Yes. My friend was sad to love the keys. Sorry?
Getting smacked in the face.
Getting smacked in the face. That happened to you yesterday, didn't it? Yeah, that makes me sad that you got smacked.
To have a pet die.
Having a pet die. Oh, so sad. Couple more. Things that make us sad.
Getting lost.
Getting lost. Yes, that's a good one.
Being bullied.
Being bullied. Oh, one more. Right over there.
Getting some being called names.
Being called names at school. Yeah, that makes me sad too. Oh my goodness. Sometimes when people say they're sad, and maybe you've heard people say this, they say that they're feeling blue. You ever heard anybody say that? Oh, I'm feeling blue today, I'm feeling sad. Well, our blue body is full of lots of sadness. But sometimes we're not just sad, we're worried. And that fear can bubble up inside of us, and it can make our stomachs hurt, and we can get all shaky. Oh, Cruz, I want you to huddle together and talk about, well, wait a minute, I gotta show you what that looks like first. It might look something like this. Here's this second here. Yeah, right, looks like, so now my buddy isn't just blue, he's all bubbly, he looks like he's got steam coming out of the top of his head. Okay, now I want you to talk in your crew. If you have a friend that feels like this, what would you do? I'll give you 20 seconds to talk in your crew. Okay, did everybody get a chance to share what you would do? All right. So, you know what? When we are feeling sad and blue, God comforts us. You are treasured because He loves you so much. And God's comfort sometimes can feel like a big, gentle, reassuring hug. Something like this. Let me show you. So crew leaders, now's the time to take the gloves out of your bag, and I'm going to let each of you come up and get a bubble to bring back to your crew, because when God comforts us, He wants us to then comfort others. So He puts people in our lives that can bring us comfort. Your crew leaders are going to do that now. I want to ask you, what did you discover about touching these bubbles? What happened when you touched the bowling? I'm sorry, they what? They exploded? Yeah. Yeah, Malachi? They exploded and all that air came rolling out. Wasn't that cool? You know, the neat thing about that is, that when God comforts you, all that sadness and worry is like the air that was in that bubble. And it just kind of goes and disappears. So the next time you are feeling blue or worried, go talk to God, because God comforts you. You are treasured. And all that worry and fear will just go, because He's going to wrap a big, gentle, reassuring hug around you and comfort you. So, let's celebrate that, because God loves you. So we're going to sing Wild. God's Wild.
He's wild. God is wild about us. He's wild. God is wild about us.
before we dismiss your God sightings today, make sure that you are bringing in your donations. So many of you have come up and told me what you are donating. Oh my goodness, you are so generous. And you are going to be amazing God sightings to kids in Mozambique and Malawi and all across Asia as these kids get comforting mosquito nets to help them rest and sleep at night without having to worry about being bitten and getting sick. So good job, everybody. It is time to wrap up. Can I have one prayer person? First one up here. Come up here with me. Oh, I got two. That's right. I'll take two. And let's pray first, and then we're going to pass out the stuff, and then we are going to start announcing parents arriving, okay? Can I have one? Oh, come on. Do you okay. I'll start, and then you go, and then Tessa, and then you. Lord Jesus, you guys pray with me. Thank you, Father God, for comforting us. Thank you for Vacation Bible School and all the fun we had with our alarminators and our mosquito decorating contests and our kid bid and our Bible story today about Hezekiah. God, you are so good to us.
Thank you for this wonderful city. Dear Jesus, thank you for this day. Thank you for VBS. Thank you for my family. Thank you for my friends. And that we get to have so many amazing things. In Jesus' name, amen. Thank you for Jesus.
Amen. Amen.